Welcome back to Fundamentals of Accountancy Business and Management 1. We're still studying Basic Accounting 1, and for this lesson, we're going to talk about types of business according to activities. The content standards. The learners demonstrate an understanding of the types of business according to activities, particularly service business, merchandising business, and manufacturing business. Performance standards. The learner shall be able to differentiate the types of business according to activities and make a list of businesses in their community according to their activities. Learning competencies. The learner should compare and contrast the types of business according to activities and identify the advantages and business requirements of each type. Now, before we move on, it is important that you know the forms of business organizations. And just to give you a quick review of the lessons in the previous video, here they are. The three forms of business organizations are, first, the sole proprietorship. It is owned by one person. Second is the partnership. It is owned by the partners or two or more people. And corporation is owned by the shareholders. The types of business organizations differ on the presentation of the equity side, but the accounting for assets and liabilities are essentially the same. The types of business operations differs in terms of the presentation of the statement of comprehensive income or your income statement and the content statement of financial position or the balance sheet. Now, let's look into how some businesses earn profit. This is tutorial house, your second home. A tutorial center earns profit by providing tutorial services. This one is Chef Ray Silog at Bukak. This type of business earns profit by selling goods. In this case, it's food. This is Mia's Pot Shop. This type of business earns profit by selling these goods as well. For this one, the type of business that sells rice, they also earn profit by selling goods. And the last one, Jazz and Jazz-Oriental Service. This type of business earns profit by providing services. Now, because of the nature of their operations, the presentation of their statement of comprehensive income and the content of the statement of financial position may differ from each other. Now let's move on to the main lesson for today, and that is the three types of business organizations according to activities. We have service business, merchandising business, and manufacturing business. Let's get into the detail of a service business. This type of business offers professional skills, advice, and consultations. Examples of these businesses would be barber shop, a repair shop, and an accounting firm or a law firm. Now, for a merchandising business, this type of business buys at wholesale and later sells the products at retail. They make a profit by selling the merchandise or products at prices that are higher than their purchase cost. This type of business is also known as buy and sell. So say for example, a bookstore, a sari-sari store, and also a hardware store. For sari-sari store, they may buy in big supermarkets. Let's say they bought the item at 10 pesos each, then they can sell that at 11 pesos, 12 pesos, or at the cost that they think is reasonable for them to earn a profit. The third type of business according to activities is manufacturing business. This type of business buys raw materials and uses them in making a new product, therefore combining raw materials, labor, and expenses into a product for sale later on. Examples of manufacturing businesses would be shoe factory or shoe manufacturing business, and another one is car manufacturing plants. There are also businesses that may be classified under more than one type of business. A bakery, for example, combines raw materials in making their products, but they can also do buying and selling, such as when they buy and then they later on sell sandwich spread. And we can call that type of business as hybrid.